Hello again. Recently I posted a video about myself getting out of my vehicle and going for a walk, and my system responding to the cold quite dramatically. It was quite scary. I felt like I couldn't breathe. It was just like a shock to the cold, and I really had to focus on, I found myself really focusing on my breathing, like I've done a lot in my life, and fighting with the in-breath. I had a real fight with the in-breath, and I talked in my video about really having to focus on the out-breath, and then wondering why this in-breath was so powerful. So I started listening to the in-breath. Why does it need to do that? And I've been watching some videos. I'm interested in this kind of thing. Like I said, I have been for a long time, and I haven't seen anybody mention or talk about what I'm going to talk about now. And it's so simple and so obvious. And I'm 53, and it's winter time. We've just had a festive break, being a bit lazy, wintering, and eating too much food over the festive time, and being lazy, and I probably put on a bit of weight. And to then go out into the cold, and thinking about, if you breathe slowly through your nose, or through your nose. And as you breathe in, your belly goes out. So make room for the air in your lungs. So there's a gravity to that, and if you put on weight, it's the belly's going to have a force of gravity of its own, pull in the lungs. And so, and the in breath. Then the out-breath does the opposite. It brings your stomach in to bring that matter up your body, up anti-gravity, to go into the gravity up there, which is another video I've spoken for, is gravity's breathing. So we pushing the air back out, pushing. So that needs muscle. So we this exercise is for getting stronger lungs. But just to be clear, this isn't just your lungs. It's all, the whole upper body, your stomach, and all the muscles associated with all of that need exercise in the direction of anti-gravity, anti-earth gravity, to lift ourselves, this lifting energy. And I think really there's some good exercises, but it's not so much about the mechanics of the way a lot of these videos describe how to breathe. They do it very mechanically, and it's not really about that. It's more about the frequencies and that you're tuning to in your nostrils, the frequencies of your heart, the frequencies of self energy, the unified field where there's that calming presence, and a side down with the exercise. So there's exercises where you can lie down and do belly breathing. It can be very relaxing, but if we get too much, follow that way too much, then we're wasting ourselves. It's more of a flop. So we also need the uplifting. So this exercise is more for that, and I would recommend to do it standing up. Just stand up with your legs in a kind of firm position, like a foot apart. Maybe drop your knees a bit, And, dragon breathing can be really good. I think that really works your torso, the strong expulsion of air when you really breathe out fast. But, maybe do it in a more methodical or cyclic way, and, just breathe in to full capacity through your nostrils and then out through your mouth. And notice how your stomach, the muscles, and work with the lungs to support your breath, the strength of your breath, the function to balance your breathing. Because if you're losing strength there, and you're not exercising it as much, the tendency to breathe in is going to be stronger, which is what I noticed after some changes over the festive season. So just breathe in, out through the mouth, out through the mouth. So let your stomach, your belly, do the work, not your chest, and use those muscles to push the air out. And you can add the sigh to get the vibrance, which vibrates your chest too, just to kind of massage that area. Ah, ah. You can hold, lean into the discomfort. And just go gentle. And maybe just pause, and go really gentle, really slow down. And really notice those vibrations of the air going in and out. Maybe consider the gravity pulling your lungs and your system back to earth, and what you can do to elevate the gravity or lean towards space, the gravities in space. There's a lot of gravity in space. You can be conscious about breathing like this as well. If you're exercising, in the gym or going for walks, to really use those muscles associated with your lungs that you wouldn't otherwise use. The only way to strengthen that lung capacity, that lung strength, is the whole system, the lungs and the muscles associated with it to support the lungs. It's a very simple exercise. So I'd invite you to do the movement, the supporting, strengthening exercise, and the focus on the sensations in your nostrils and how those sensations in your nostrils meet the sensations in and around your body. See how they vibrate together. See if you can notice that as you do this work. You could say gravity naturally invites the breath in through your nostrils, through the way your body is, and you have to take responsibility to go the other way, to expel the air, to keep your body strong enough to keep receiving the air. You know, there's been also been lots of videos about, you know, the balance of your breathing with CO2 and how your lungs, your system makes makes what you need to have the oxygen, at optimum, and you know, and that often is very much associated with the out breath and holding your breath, because we've got that tendency to take too much air. For me, as I'm really focusing on pushing the air out like that, in a kind of firm but gentle way, I'm noticing my stomach muscles, you know, working. Not in a way like I would if I did sit-ups or yoga, just bodily movement, but you know, I love the way yoga really incorporates breathing. So this is kind of like that. Very, very much focused exercise in that context. You know, like all exercises, it takes a bit of time to get into them, to let that establish. And you know, there is a growth in this, a physical growth for your body, which takes time. Just like if you're going to go to the gym to build muscles, it takes time. Just like if you start walking the mountains, it takes time to get fit. So it's not, so there is instant results. You can feel it working almost immediately. But then if you're patient and persistent and you keep listening to that innate or the most natural calm and tuning in with that, the technology of your nostrils, the wisdom of that comes from the East, that ancient wisdom, can really be beneficial. So I'm just going to leave this one there and hope it can be useful. I'll keep in touch.